This week, Tyson gets another outfit. Things get a little bit heated.
That's not fair. It's not fair.
Finally, I make Marie Antoinette happy.
Happy birthday to you.
Week by welcoming yet another new member to the burgeoning finance team in the traditional convivial way.
But anyway,
all right, welcome
to you guys and to contributing to your new projects.
Absolutely, go for it, man.
Anish and Alex dress Tyson in yet another outfit. This time, it's for work purposes.
Mine is pubic.
Not very. None of us so much hair, mate.
Exactly.
Get a trim every now and again. Blimey.
Ready?
Alright, go on.
Okay,
Go.
Oh, Tyson!
Safety first, Tyson. Safety first.
Look at that! You look ready to work on site. You have to stay there. For a little bit of food, life is so difficult. Oh!
And Tyson and I went for a little walk down the catwalk just to make sure that our outfits matched. Back to some serious work. We have a design meeting where I throw my toys out of the pram over some proposals that have been made about one of our buildings.
I wasn't excited by the drawings or the proposals, and I do readily accept that part that can be done to the screen. But the certainly didn't come from me, because my view is I do not want to live in a building that looks like an office block. I don't care how all singing and dancing it is on the inside. I think we have a responsibility to make sure that that building looks presentable externally as it does internally, and whatever we can do to make it look that, we should take it. And they thought it was amazing, by the way. They all thought it was amazing. At the meeting they said, "Oh, have you seen what Martin's done? You haven't seen it, it's brilliant." So I was really excited to see this thing. And it may be brilliant for them, but it wasn't brilliant for me.
Listen carefully to what Richard has to say, as that was to become the source of much debate and discussion.
I just want to address the point of colour. Okay, the starburst is not a convivial colour. The convivial colours are blue and gold.
That's not fair. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. What you're about to say. It's not fair. What you're about to say. Whatever, it doesn't matter where you go from now. You're going to do wrong, because it's not fair what you just said. It's not fair what you just said.
No, it is.
It's not fair.
No, let me finish.
It's right in your head. You know that, but it's not fair.
Let me finish.
Because you've never pointed out to them when they've done anything beforehand with all the colour. That's not a convivial colour. When they've done the streetness, that's not a convivial colour.
Yes,
and they've got that.
that.
And they've got that from our website. They're using a burst of colour, which was your point. These aren't convivial colours. That was your style.
That wasn't my point.
What did you say? You were in a There's a camera there. Should I pause it and rewind it? Would you like to do that?
What? No,
Let's do that. Shall I do that?
We haven't got.
Should we do that? All right. Okay. All right. You said. Let me finish. No, let me finish. I didn't misunderstand. I heard everything very, very clearly.
My point is, this is
So the burst of colour at the front. No.
I think we should reset.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's no rigging. Let's pause. You said the burst of colour that they have done is not a convivial colour. Those aren't convivial colours, you said. We've got gold for this, we've got green. Let's find it on the camera.
There you go, Rich. I found it.
I just want to address the point of colour. Okay, the starburst is not a convivial colour. The convivial colours are blue and gold.
So why the big issue about whether Richard said it or not? Well, when we're wrong, I like to put our hands up and accept we're wrong and not shift the blame to others, even though it may be convenient to do so. And I am very principled to make sure that in order to gain credibility with our suppliers, partners, colleagues, and so on and so forth, that we put our hands up and accept responsibility whenever we're in the wrong. And it seemed that we were just trying to shift the blame elsewhere when the reality was our briefing was poor. And I wasn't having it.
I'm going to tell you, of course, I'll prove a point. You said starburst are not convivial colours, i.e. Lomax. What you've done outside the design, starburst are not convivial colours. Convivial colours are.
I didn't say that.
And again, for good measure,
Okay, the starburst is not a convivial colour.
I think the record would suggest you did. So on I went to make the point, and on, before events took a turn for the better.
Richard, we will do this all day long if you want to. We will do this all day long. Oh wow!
I'm quite embarrassed to bring my cake. Now. The next one, each mine is a bit shitty, so I'm sorry. That's the problem. It's nice.
Happy birthday.
We will sing happy birthday, but I just need to point out what this is.
He's in
before
it to win it.
No,
wait.
wait.
Because we get your chance. We get your chance.
I'm here to win.
Your chance for glory.
Right.
Do you know
After Anish cake, I'm gonna lose.
I had previously complained to Richard that because my birthday falls over the Christmas holiday, I was the only person to never have had the benefit of getting a birthday cake. And frankly, I just wanted a birthday cake. Being the most convivial member of the team, Richard took it upon himself to create a competition whereby the team can have a go at cooking the best possible cake and I would be the judge. There were to be no rules. A few days earlier, some of the team members discussed the rules and Anish took a very liberal approach as to how they should be interpreted.
I'm asking you
I'm
to
asking
make
you
a
to
cake.
make a cake for Roy and deliver it. I'm asking you to make it. So that tells me you can probably get some help.
Which part of the word you means you and all your mates, Anish?
But you have to ultimately make it. So you can't get someone else to just solely make it.
What do you mean, like Mr. Kipling?
Sorry, what's cheating?
If we bought a load of nice tasting cakes and then roughed them up a little bit, so they look like
Is it cheating if somebody helps?
Oh, don't ask Anish.
It's not cheating if somebody helps. I don't know how to make
and then like,
And it's in big essential.
oh yeah, it's not.
He didn't say that. He just said cake.
I have the solution.
So-
I have the perfect solution.
I can do cakes. I can
We
do
should
cake.
make the cake in the oven here, so it's clearly
That's a
demonstrate
great
idea.
quite a good idea. That is,
Because we have an oven.
Does it work though?
Of course it does.
It's bake essential.
That's a great idea.
Baking
It's baking is.
No, it's like a cheesecake for
You're gonna make a real cake.
You can do a no-bake cheesecake.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to do a cheesecake.
He didn't. I don't know if Colonel said specifically bake.
And even if he did, you'll apply Anish's interpretation
I
anyway.
don't know whether he said that or whether he said. He said.
Now,
He said the rules are there are no rules.
Based on your interpretation of the rules so far, Anish, it seems like that rule was made for you.
you should once.
It's gonna make a classic dessert called spotty dick. There is. Yes or no, L?
Yeah, there is.
Yes, I know. You see.
Ecuadorian Alex, being hugely amused at the
Spotted dick,
spotty dick
Thomas.
name, thought that he would educate Italian Valentino.
You said you never heard of spotted dick?
You never Google it if you don't
Alex
believe me.
has spent many hours
No,
googling these
you'll be
things.
right.
Seriously.
Trust me. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know many things that many people don't know.
Now, there's a big claim.
Some people call it spotted Richard these days.
Delighted I wasn't getting spotted dick from Alex. He had identified the cake he proposed to make.
Set the layer check to our recipe.
You are gonna make that.
There's
There's no way you're making that. You don't know how to make that.
Listen, I
Look
have
at the detail involved in doing that. Like you know how to do that.
amazing skill with my hands. You'll be very
I
surprised.
don't
So the competition began, and first up was Katie.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
So it's a spiced rum and pineapple cake. I just put the marzipan on it with gold to make it look like a gold bar, but that didn't actually go with the flavouring. So it's meant to be that when you cut it, you put more caramel on it, which is rum flavoured with some pineapple.
Make it happen.
And I actually made this from scratch. I didn't even buy condensed milk and turn it to caramel. I made it from sugar and water.
Pushing the boat out a bit.
Very, very impressive.
Sorry, I missed it. Can you repeat?
No, but you guys go to Michelin restaurant.
I've given it a bad
Explaining everything's in it.
You should really.
Guys, you're missing out. Roy just said my cake was special and it's
This is
amazing.
special.
Oh, she's
This is truly amazing.
I've got it on.
really competitive. I was so far to entrance. So that's
That's it. That is awesome.
that is very.
It's a
that's
shame he
Alish's
doesn't have
girlfriend
the
made it.
convivial.
No, Alish's girlfriend did not make it. Anish got guidance on how to make it, but Anish made it.
Did you make this?
I did make it.
We know what Anish's understanding of the word you is. Judge for yourself.
I did make it. It is a guidance spiced rum. It's a spiced rum cheesecake with a ginger base and obviously pivots filled with actual rum and then a rum buttered sauce. And then I've got another rum sauce blend up.
That's really quite special. As Ali said, he's not here to just take part.
No, absolutely. Second place, third place, doesn't want to see
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
face.
yeah.
It's either win or nothing.
That looks impressive.
I hope you appreciate it.
Of course, it's appreciated.
Is that tiramisu?
First of all, it's not vegan, so I appreciate the effort of buying not vegan
You made it,
ingredients.
didn't you?
I did.
Is it tiramisu?
It's not.
Oh wow.
Is it tiramisu?
And I hope you understand what it is on top.
Well, how about that for an artistic dusting? It's only my Tyson's face. Brought tears to my eyes.
Absolutely. A little one for Blake, please.
Yeah.
He's very patient.
He's intolerant.
Okay.
Wavy sleep on the way on.
Yeah. You definitely not having it. Get some mattresses. Where's Blake? I used to sleep in the car. Blake is definitely not having Martin's game.
That's the point.
Look at the corner of my eye to see how much you're cutting.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Zanish made a cheesecake and brought a vegan cheesecake for me. Very sweet.
I think we have a winner on our hands.
Oh, I'll take it. Yeah. I'll find a brown hair.
Wait an hour.
Do you want to see my contribution? No. Nobody said I could piece of cake. So this is what I did. I got him birthday cake in a can.
So we returned to the corridor challenge and my 12-year-old thought that he would have a go. And much like Hanish, he thought that he would have another go. And then another go. In fact, he had 3 goes in total. The first time without his shoes and then the further attempts in footwear.
3, 2, 1, go.
Keep on going. Accelerate. Keep on going.
Whoa!
5.72.
Now I couldn't leave it like that. Coming to the end of the year, I thought that I should have a go. But as I'm cracking on a bit, I told him I was going to have one shot at it, and I was going to make sure I was going to leave a little something in the tank so I don't pull a muscle. Now where was I going to rank? Was I going to beat Alex, beat my 12-year-old boy, or beat Anish, who is around about half my age? Let's see where I ended up. And again in slow-mo. Yeah, I'll have that. Not quite the 4.65 of Anish, but watch out, Anish. I'll be back. So as we wrap up 2021, we look back and reflect on what an interesting year it's been for Convivia. We launched our YouTube channel. We secured hundreds of millions in investment. We've attracted interest in our model from around the world. We've secured a promising pipeline. The team is growing exponentially. Our tech development's coming along nicely, and we've stood strong in our mission to revolutionise public housing whilst keeping and remaining convivial in the process. See you next year.